Hello.
Actually, I'm not going to boot up the movie because
Which
I it up by the time I finish Evil Toons.
We're doing Evil. We're doing Evil first.
Yeah, we're doing Evil Toons first. I got some shit to say about that.
Oh, you have some.
I have some shit to say about that. What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're back in our old area now. Daisy's here. I don't know if you can see her. Yeah, you can see her. There's Daisy. But yeah, so we spun the wheel last time for anyone that actually stuck around till the end. I actually had someone at the end watching, I believe. Yeah. We actually had one person at the end watching us. And it turned on Evil Toons. Now, I put that on the wheel because it looked like...
did not look at it.
No, I saw pictures of the preview. I didn't listen to it. And I assumed, like, oh, this is going to be like a shitty Roger Rabbit. Oh, no, it's going to be like a shitty Cool World, which is just a shitty Roger Rabbit. And I'm like, all right, so that should be interesting. And then I'm like, okay.
We were mistaken.
Oh, my God. So, Carl, we watched that because we usually watch these movies we spin, like, right afterwards. Yes. Just because we have the time and we could stay up late. But, like, I was fucking hammered by the end of that cast.
4 beers.
Like, I had, like, a 1.5 of these, and then he got me a beer, and then I had another one. And then I watched that thing completely slosh. And you would think usually I'd be more forgiving for something when I'm completely fucking slosh. And like
30 minutes and he found clarity.
And I'm like, this movie is just porn.
Oh, yeah.
And here's the thing, we've said that before about a lot of other movies.
We say that, we joke, we're like, oh, this is secret porn. This is
this is legitimately secret porn. So Carl, so this is the synopsis. Bert has a cleaning company and hires 4 women to clean an isolated house. They find an old book, a dagger, and a soul shred, whatever that is. And when one of them, Megan, reads the incantation, is an evil beast in our world. Yes. By the way, this is called Evil Toons. There is one toon in this.
It should just be called Evil because there's one toon, and I told Oscar doing research, he's only animated for 90 seconds of this entire movie.
I'm telling you, the preview, or if you've seen clips of this online of just the monster, that's literally all there is in this movie.
Pretty much.
You've seen the movie if you've seen those clips.
Those like 5 frames of animation you see him do, and then like another just added when he takes out the first girl.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
And then after that, it's just like this girl that's possessed and horny, just terrorizing everyone in the house.
Stripping everyone.
And stripping everyone for no reason. And just... I mean, listen, I don't complain about seeing tits on the screen, man. But
even then, he's just like, there's no plot. It's just a grease.
It's terrible. You're like, you guys are making the movie so bad that I can't even enjoy the tits in the movie. So let me tell you, Carl, this is directed by and written by a guy named Fred Olen Ray. You want to know? Here's the list of movies that he's done, Carl. A Girl with the Sex Ray Eyes, Tarzina, Jiggle in the Jungle, Baby Dolls Behind Bars, Sexy Urban Legends. Oh, and let's not forget the Bikini series, Carl. Bikini A Go-Go.
Bikini series.
Bikini Chain Gang. Bikini Royale 1 and 2.
Of course.
Bikini Frankenstein. Bikini Warriors.
Wasn't that on the wheel?
Bikini Time Machine.
Bikini.
And you'll love this, Carl. You know what else this guy directed?
I don't know. Moon Maidens.
Yes, he directed Moon Maidens 1. I saw that and my jaw fucking dropped.
It comes full circle.
Moon Maidens 1, which is legitimately a porno that cut out
actual porno.
They cut out all the sex
scenes. Just cut it out, but it's actual porno.
Because you know what's funny? IMDb identifies it as a short because it's only 43 minutes long on IMDb.
So it's technically not even considered a movie because they cut out
all the
movie
sex
length.
It's a 43-minute movie, but it's an hour and a half
it's like an episode.
Porn.
Yeah. And he directed that. No one. It comes full circle.
Yes. I was fucking... I literally, my jaw dropped. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. This motherfucker directed Moon Maidens.
As we were walking over, he's like, I had a bomb for you. And I was like, oh gosh. I knew it was going to be something like he did those actual porn.
Also, for some reason, he did a lot of Christmas movies.
Oh, and to clear
like a lot of Christmas movies.
To clear his conscience for all the smut he directed. Because that's what it is. As we were watching it, because Oscar's like kind of sloshed, but I'm doing the research and I'm like, all of the main cast, like the main 4 women, they're all like Skinamax women.
Yes, they are.
All of their movies.
I mean, when you see them on the screen, usually when you see, even in a slasher, like shitty slasher movie, like Slumber Party, whatever, they look a little bit more like
They look like
women, like regular
people.
women. Yeah. Even though they're hot.
Yeah.
But they're literally porn stars.
Like there's like you hired the cute town actress, and then you hired like the supermodel porn star actress that you've seen in a bunch of those talking about back then, like those, because remember there used to be porno theaters. So these would be the stars of those type of movies.
This is like within the realm of like Grindhouse kind of I mean, actually this isn't even Grindhouse. This is literally just, it's a porno that they just did not film any of the sex scenes in. Or if they was there even any sex scenes?
Yes, there was two. Yes.
I don't even remember, dude. Like
the boyfriend, and then the what you call it? The guy that hired her. Remember, because you're like, is he gonna do what I think he's gonna do?
Oh yeah. Oh jeez. All right. Oh, we don't have to talk about this anymore. This is one of the rare times that I had to respin the wheel. And for anyone that saw on the Instagram what I got
to respin.
Oh, that was for a class of Nukem High.
Nukem High and Evil Toons.
And Evil Toons.
That's how you know our bottom.
Yeah. Now I gotta ask, what do you think was worse, Class of Nukem High? Or
that's
Evil
what I knew.
Toons.
Because this Evil Toons is that bad mesh of boring and cringe. So
even with the tits.
It's worse because it's boring and cringe. Because at least Nukem High still had some semblance of a plot. It is boring.
It's even though a lot of shit is happening too, but it's still boring.
Yeah, and you're waiting for something to like punch up because you're like, this is supposed to be about mutants and stuff. Where are the mutants? And they don't come until the very end. But this one, stuff happens, but it's like, because even in Nukem High, you could still technically kind of watch in the daylight and not be ashamed.
Oh yeah, no, this one, it's not like I could like watch this in the big TV downstairs and my parents would have walked in. You know?
No, and just because we won't go through them, but like basically the beat for beat is just some old like warlock evil guy. Or is he evil? It doesn't even make any sense. Has this book, the girls stumble into the house because they're the cleaners. I don't know why you'd hire just these four. Not saying women aren't clean. I'm saying these four women are just like you hired supermodels off the street and said,
I think maybe that was the gimmick. Maybe that was like kind of like that moving company, like dudes that like hot dudes that move shit or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, that's because that's what you hired, like 4 supermodels off the street and said, clean my house, instead of like regular people, regular women. You're like, you guys on Daytona Beach, come to my mansion thing, clean my house. Oh, and just don't do anything, and you have the whole weekend. And then they open the evil book. It comes awry.
Once again, it's like stupid Evil Dead.
Even before that happens, they're all just taking off their tops and fondling each other.
Yeah,
for
like no shit.
Reason, and they just spend most of the night.
Because that's what women do, Carl. When they're alone together, they just immediately start taking off their tops and fondling each other. That's just what happens, Carl.
Because that's when he hit his clarity. Like 20 minutes, Oscar's like, what movie?
Fred Olin Ray knows women, Carl.
Oh. So that and then
must we go to Moon Maidens or Bikini Warriors or Bikini Frankenstein?
Moon Maidens had more of a plot than this because
it did.
She reads the book. The demon kills her. We don't really. He just like gropes her to death.
Yeah, literally,
she's just dead. Yeah. We don't know how.
And the demon's gone.
But then it turns into her.
Yeah, and that's how they get around it.
Yeah, because that's how it was like. We can't animate. We have negative budget. We barely have enough to give these girls
She
food.
Basically just, I don't remember.
She basically
kills everybody off.
Yeah, she just rips off their shirts and then like grinds on top of them and then
they die.
Yeah. And then for the guy,
and the final girl was like the redhead with the glasses, right? The final girl. Because they did that bullshit at the end where she like I guess wakes up or she defeats the thing
and everyone's back alive and they all they think it's a shared hallucination. But then one of them, the boyfriend's like, "Oh, time to put on some morning cartoons,"
and she starts screaming.
Even though did she even see?
No, she didn't see the tune. There was no explanation of the tune possessing the girl. There was nothing. It wasn't a movie.
She didn't even see.
It wasn't a movie.
And we were just like, "What was that?"
So this is a dumpster fire. This is beyond a dumpster fire.
It's
this is a kill me now. This is a kill me now. Yeah, this is a kill me now, man.
Because if you had to watch,
honestly, I think this is worse than Class of Nukem.
Yeah, and then it's like someone else is like, hey, what are you watching? And you have to just immediate.
Not even because of the skin flick style, just because it's terrible and you're embarrassed that you're watching.
And you're like, because you're like, I'm watching this horror movie. No, it's not really a horror movie. It's just basically
porn. And that's literally my last note. This is just porn with no sex in it. Well, you know there is apparently.
So that's just like, even for the pervs, you don't even get much because.
And a couple other things. This budget was, I'm not even going to do a budget game for this one. $140,000.
You found the budget. We couldn't find it before.
No, I found it. Budget was $140,000, and it was shot in 8 days using equipment from another production.
8 days. We were close. I said a week and a half. He said like 2 weeks.
I said like 2
weeks. 8 days.
8 days. They did it, and they just piggybacked off a different movie that was happening.
I feel like now after 8 days probably is too much.
I mean, Tyler Perry does in like a weekend.
I feel like that's what they should have done.
The
movie takes.
It's
only one night. The movie.
If Tyler Perry can do a movie in a weekend, it's better than yours that you shot in 8 days. You need to rethink your life. By the way, the director's still working.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He's still working.
So many of these guys that torture us on this wheel are still out there, still trying to make movies.
I mean, I think now
he's into their mid-70s,
sticking to his Christmas movies.
Hopefully,
for now. But anyways, let's get into the movie we actually need to actually talk about, because I respun the wheel and we're back. I thought it was a Don Bluth movie.
Dinosaurs.
It's not.
It's
very much in the same style.
No, a lot of his team.
Did this.
Okay.
Because
they had already split Don and.
At that point, really that early?
Yeah.
93.
I feel like they split by 91 or 90.
Oh damn. Because I remember it was the Land Before Time that went through Amblin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that was the big hit.
Yeah, that's the one. Because you guys, we're back. I vaguely remember this as a kid. I think I even had it.
Actually, yeah, even Andrew, when he's always like, I remember these things. I just don't think I've ever seen the movie in its entirety.
Because it gets meshed because there's Land Before Time that came out like the year before. And that's what people remember.
Yeah, for some reason.
Land Before Time, I was like, oh, this isn't Land Before Time.
No, for some reason, it was like Dinosaurs was in a fever pitch.
Oh, yeah.
At that time.
Steven, since Jurassic Park, had just elevated dinosaurs. But kids love dinosaurs for the most part.
Yeah, it's one of those time periods.
The nuggets shaped like that. They do all that stuff.
Yeah, everyone loves dinosaurs.
And everyone loves dinosaurs. They're like, T-Rex, Velociraptor, Pterodactyl, Pterosaur,
Apatosaurus. Yeah. Everyone, like I said, there was a fever pitch. And this movie came out literally
middle height of
months right after Jurassic Park. And pretty much because I think you want to keep the hype train going.
Keep it up, keep it elevated, keep that train going. Because, at some point, you either wanted, as a kid, for the most part, you wanted a dinosaur, wanted to study them, or wanted to go to the Museum of Natural History, see the real bones.
Yeah.
Something like that at some point.
And this movie really kind of hits all of those points, or tries to hit all of those points. It tries to hit all of those things. Because I looked up the real reason that they did this because Steven Spielberg wanted a movie that was more accessible to younger children, not Jurassic Park.
People getting ripped apart.
Yeah, he wanted something that more accessible, and then maybe when they got older, they would get into Jurassic Park.
Because they actually, it was weird because Hanna-Barbera wanted it first, and then Universal was like, "Oh, you got it. We'll just buy it from you." And they're like, "Oh, okay, money." So they bought the rights from, and this was like in '87. They wanted this for a while. And then that's when they gave it to Steven and let his team do it.
Yeah, and then after that...
But there's 4 directors, and they're all just doing different projects like Balto, Land Before Time. So no one really gives their full attention.
No, this movie...
And it shows.
And it's funny because one of the main cast, I think... so the villain in this is called Professor Screw-Eyes.
Professor Screw.
The original casting for that was John Malkovich.
Really?
Yeah, and before...
that would have been interesting.
What you call it? What's the guy's name?
There's no time for anyone.
Kenneth Mars is actually the guy that plays that now.
Yeah.
We'll talk about him a little. I just want to say that, like I said, John Malkovich was attached to this at first. And John Malkovich badmouths this movie all the time because he said there's a lot of potential in this, but you guys have not touched even the surface of what you could have done with this.
There's no time.
No, and apparently they had to get rid of him because, according to them, he said he left because of creative differences.
This is always.
But they said the reality was he said that he played up the character actually way too scary. Like, can you picture John Malkovich's voice like through that guy? And it's just.
But even if he did the voice and what we see, you don't really have that much time to convey that.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get to a little bit later when we get to the third. Because by the way, even when we describe our movies all the way through, this movie is only an hour basically.
Like Oscar's when he tells me to go through it, we can blast through this movie. Honestly,
I mean, because it just moves. This movie is more or less. It's just like we need to. Let's go.
I'm surprised they didn't have like a crossover deal with like General Mill or Kellogg's or something to do like brain games.
Oh yeah. Well, did they? We might not have. We could look it up, but I'm just saying, look it up.
Let me look it up because I was like,
I'll talk about some more and you look it up.
Let Oscar started.
So I picked this movie and put it on the movie. Like I said, it's one of those things you vaguely remember when you're a kid, and I also remember like Don Bluth style movies always had batshit crazy fucking.
Very surreal, very realistic animation.
It's trippy as fuck.
And very dark.
And dark, unusually dark, and also the premises of these things are ridiculous. So this is actually based on a kid's book.
Yes. Same title.
Yeah, by Hudson Talbot. And well, for the movies, I don't actually remember what the book was, but the movie is a scientist created from the far future where all the races and species have combined together because everyone lives in harmony. He creates he creates three things: a time machine, brain grain, which is a cereal that enhances your brain capacity. Which, by the way, that's how he made his fortune in the future.
Yes, and that's what the money ticket was for brain.
And then 3, he made a wish radio, which can hear the wishes of everyone around him.
But it's easier to take up children's wishes because they wish so often.
They wish so often and the loudest, he says.
Yes.
And so what they apparently wish for...
This all just comes at you in the first 3
Oh, it's
4
insane.
minutes.
By the way, this is mostly exposition dump and zero character building.
This exposition dump in lightning round speed exposition dump. Because we start... no. Sadly, there is no brain. They should have done that.
I mean, I would have eaten it.
I'm
stupid as hell.
Yeah,
I knew
like,
that
is this going to make me smarter? I mean, they probably get sued real fast.
Oh, absolutely.
But no. So it starts with you're in prehistoric, Triassic period, Jurassic period, and a T-Rex is chasing another smaller, like...
Oh, well, that's not actually how it starts, Carl.
Oh, no.
Because, by the way, remember,
I had to
the way he
said
said it,
that's how it's supposed to start.
That's how it should have started.
It starts frame narrative at the end with post-narration.
Kind of.
It's the frame narrative, post-narration of he's already a smart dinosaur and he's just living life.
He's playing golf on a rooftop golf course
behind the museum.
Which, by the way, one thing we will always, I'm going to mention a lot. They don't seem to understand how weight or dimension works.
Space.
Because how big are these dinosaurs?
They are supposed to be like actual size. They did a lot of research at the museum, Natural History in London, to make how realistic when they do the actual realistic ones when they're back
monsters. But when they get to the goofy versions of them,
they're supposed to still be the same.
Yeah, but they change sizes.
They change like eyes.
Like physics don't work for them. Like
they become cartoons.
Anyway, so besides that, I'm getting too much into it.
So it starts with baby birds like fighting and like bullying
beating the shit out of each other.
It's mostly them beating up the runt, and the dad's just like a whatever.
I would be that dad.
He's like whatever, let them
fight over the food kids.
And then the youngest, the runt gets frustrated. He's like, I'm leaving because this is the back theme is just kids wanting something and either not getting enough attention or getting too much attention. That's like the back theme of the movie.
Which, by the way, is stupid as hell.
Yeah,
it's so fucking stupid.
That's the back theme of a dinosaur movie.
You know what it is? It's not even just that. It's just so many other sub themes when we get to them.
Well, yeah, there's a few, but that's like the one that they focus on because that's even with the bird. It's like I'm leaving home, even though I'm only like in bird years, 2 years old. I'm gonna leave home, and she's like, you can't. And then he lands on Rex, and Rex kind of sees the mom and is like, let me tell you a tale. He's like, you ever want to leave home? I'll tell you my tale.
Yeah, okay. Well,
that's how it starts.
Yeah, no, that's how it starts.
Because he's just casually playing golf, and then the bird lands on him, and he's like, oh, so you want to leave home, huh? Let me tell you. And the Rex, voiced by John Candy,
John Goodman.
John Goodman. Sorry, John.
If you guys don't know who John Goodman is at this point, I don't know how to.
The best would be Sully from Monsters Inc. for people.
Oh yeah, I forgot. This by the way is also his debut in animation and voices.
A lot of people's debut.
Yeah, a lot of people's.
There's so many. The cast is insane.
Yeah, no, John Goodman after this, because I have like the list of shit that he did afterwards. Oh yeah, Sully, Monsters Inc., Monsters University, B Movie. He was Baloo the Bear in Jungle Book 2. Oh shit, he was in the Princess and the Frog, the Smurfs, Transformers, Paranorman, which is also on the wheel. Last Night, he's in so much shit, dude. And then even the live action stuff, man, just Arachnophobia, Flintstones, Roseanne, Red State, Community, Cloverfield Lane. Holy shit, I forgot he did that. Yeah, but once again, pretty good debut for. I would say pretty good debut for him because it's just wasted on this movie.
Yeah, so he's Rex, and he's telling this baby bird his tale. It's like how I'd be. He's like, because you're talking dinosaur, even though I'm a bird talking to a dinosaur now. But it's like,
yeah, and then
he's like, okay, I'll tell you how I became smart in my tale of adventure. So then we cut to prehistoric Jurassic.
Yeah, to what he was saying before.
That's right, that's Garrett. Because I cut that out because it's so inconsequential.
It's such a crazy intro to this, though, where it's just like. This,
narrative opening.
You could have just started with
the
prehistoric shit.
Even when we get back to it, doesn't really factor in at all.
Like that would have still hooked me. Like if I saw like this T-Rex like trying to kill this thing, I'm like, oh shit, some shit's going down. And then it gets weird after that. I would have been on board. But then you start with this weird bird narrative. Mike's here.
Come say
Oh.
Yes, we know.
Yes, this is not an awesome movie. We're done with the bad movie.
Well. And then we're on this movie.
I'm going
it
starts off right now.
Kind of because I was like, okay, this T-Rex, this savage T-Rex, is chasing a smaller like Velociraptor or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's about to eat it, and then out of nowhere, a flying saucer.
A flying saucer appears.
Comes down, and it's like this, voiced by Jay Leno.
Yes,
this small alien looks like any Martian alien that you've seen.
Which, you know what's crazy?
Has a little helmet on.
You know what's crazy about this? Apparently he did his lines, like he did the read-throughs for this years before the scene got made. They got him like just like, hey, we're going to do this. Could you just say these lines?
Record some lines and we'll put it.
Which is insane because it sounds like he was doing it
while they were in production.
Like how weird and goofy it was.
He
plays Vorb.
V-O-R-B. This eccentric, crazy assistant to the guy, because in the book it's just Vorb, but in this they had to add more, obviously, to make it movie length.
Yeah.
So he's just like, hey, you're a dinosaur too. It's like, hey, here's some brain grain. He starts stuffing his mouth and dinosaurs.
Like, by the way, it's a T-Rex. Shouldn't we have meat? Like, wouldn't it be killing the T-Rex by doing that?
In the next scene over, Oscar mentions.
Oh yeah.
But he captures him and shoves brain grain down him. But this is how I wrote in my notes. I think it's 280. You need 280 boxes or doses of brain grain to make a dinosaur human intelligent.
That's insane.
And he's like, oh, so it's like,
so
okay. And then he starts singing like, row, row, row. Like, I can speak.
Which
I can talk.
Which
and
is also weird.
Self-actualization.
How does he know that song? Like,
they
doesn't explain. Like, does the brain drain give him more information?
From what?
Or is it just allow him to learn?
Because the alien doesn't teach him this stuff.
No, and also, why does he automatically speak English?
That's what it was.
I was like, why not Chinese?
They all speak English. Is the brain grain just default English?
Yeah, I mean,
we don't know what's in this stuff.
It's made by a white dude.
This stuff is never explained. This incredible invention never explained.
Nope.
And I thought maybe some of the kids would try it. Or the evil professor's like, I've been wanting this formula for years to make myself. No, it's barely effective.
No, barely. They just make the dinosaur smart.
And that's it. And gives them basically New York accents, intelligence.
I mean, well,
Elsa's like British.
And then
he introduced them to the dinosaurs. Yes. There's a pterodactyl, a triceratops, and a
what the fuck is
plesiosaur.
Hold up.
I think it's Elsa the pterodactyl.
Yeah, it's a Parasaurolophus.
Parasaurolophus.
I mean, it was supposed to be
It's
an
like
apatosaurus.
So yeah, I think it was a apatosaurus. Yeah, because it's supposed to be like an aquatic, like
a duckbill. It's a duckbill.
Yeah, it's like Ducky from
Ducky from fucking Land Before Time. That's exactly what it is.
Because his name is Dweeb.
Oh my god,
kind of messed
up. Which,
by
by the way, you know who that is?
Yeah,
it's fucking Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit does those. They got a legit fucking
that's what I was like.
cartoon
The cast
guy.
is insane. Yeah, Roger Rabbit is Dweeb. Do you know who the curator is?
Oh,
Julia
Child, dude. Dude, that's a name I haven't heard of. If you guys don't know who that is, which I'm not surprised if anyone younger is actually watching this.
We're old.
Yeah, we're old as fuck. But she was like a cooking show host. And her voice is iconic.
Yes. But she is the curator. I don't know. Well, it's Steven Spielberg, so his name at any point you're just like, I'm doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. I bet John Malkovich is actually mostly salty that he got kicked off.
Yeah,
because he would have worked with Steven Spielberg.
So then he's like, let me introduce you to the professor, Professor New Eye.
Played by Walter Cronkite. You know who that is? He was a famous news actor.
Yeah.
News anchor.
Yeah. So he's like, I am a professor from the distant future, and I brought you the brain rings to make you smart, and you're going to help me grant wishes, which is like, what is this? Is the most random thing.
What the fuck? You know what this means, Carl? That the future's so awesome. He's so bored.
So bored. That's what
he's
like,
so bored.
I'm not going to, I guess, no, back this, because I was like, we have to think of the opposites. I guess cancer is cured. There's no war, nothing.
Nothing.
Like, I'm bored.
No.
So let me help the past civilizations with their wishes.
I was like, what? Like, not to get too into this, but wouldn't this fuck up the timeline you have right now?
That's how bored he is. He's like, maybe that will give me some.
He goes back in time as like Neo Hitler and shit because he put dinosaurs in Manhattan.
That would give him some intrigue because he's that bored.
Oh,
he's like,
see, that's a sequel that should have happened. Where he did that on purpose to fuck with the future.
Yeah,
he's actually the villain.
The sequel, yeah, he might be because he's like, yeah, you're gonna help me grandma. She's like, wishes, like, yeah, I have this goofy device called the Wish Radio, and it listens to the wishes of everyone around the world, but it picks up on children more, as we said before, because they wish the most and the loudest.
Like, I'm glad that they all picked all dinosaurs, by the way, because
every kid just wants a dinosaur.
Every kid of every race, wants dinosaurs.
I wish I could.
Not like I wish I had food.
Yeah.
Not I wish my parents.
Yeah. No. Like I wish. Oh,
I'm about to make some dark jokes. I'm gonna make some dark jokes, but I don't ever leave that alone.
He's like, I wish I could get a T-Rex. I wish I could see a pterodactyl. I wish I could. Yeah, he said Apatosaurus. Triceratops, and they're all like, oh, that's me. That's me. I can do that.
So
I can grant their wish.
I mean, this is meant for little kids.
Yeah.
But like that is such a
all of the voices are actual children, like little kids.
Yeah. And so like going back to the dinosaurs, there's what was this?
Rex,
Elsa,
Wook.
Which, by the way, what kind of fucking name is
for
that?
The Triceratops. And Dweeb.
Yes, and no disrespect to the voice actor of Woo, but did he have to play it like he was like?
Don't say it.
I'm sorry, but like
I knew.
Let me put it this way: he ethnicked it up a lot. There's no other way to put it. Where I mean, there is another way. I don't want to say it though, but like, it's just
he's from the.
Yeah, and here's you know what the fucked up part. You know what the fucked up part is. I looked him up to see what else he did. He mostly did voices, and I think his biggest thing was the Flintstones kids, which was like a morning cartoon. It actually wasn't a bad cartoon. I remember watching that when I was a kid.
Caveman.
Yeah, that shit. And then but on IMDb they don't have a picture of him. They just have like a screenshot of a movie he's in, and it's like of a white dude. So you get confused because when you Google search it. You have his picture, but then most of the forefront picture of the white dude, I'm like, that's not him.
Way to go.
But
that's our cast. Well, for now. And New Eye's just like, okay, we're gonna bring you to that time, 93 modern New York, and you're gonna go grant wishes. So I'm gonna kick you out of my spaceship.
No, he literally just yeets him out of the
I'm gonna take 50,000 elevation. You kick out of my spaceship.
You get parachutes and a
raft.
And a floaty raft.
An inflatable raft. Good luck. What do you
and Jay Leno alien just was like, fuck off.
Yeah, he prized him. Yeah, he prized him. Good luck.
I actually thought that was pretty funny. I actually started laughing. So I'm like, yo, that's fucked up.
That's where they land. and makes even less sense because half of them can't swim. So
No,
they
they
fall into
can't.
the Hudson.
Like,
why would you?
Rex can't swim.
He couldn't be bothered to just land him down in like Central Park.
No. Yeah. Or how about this?
Oh.
How about you precision drop them into the Natural
place
History Museum
that he needs them to be? Why? You got to trek all the way over there? And you have a spaceship, and I thought he'd be like, I have to hide myself in because at the end of the movie he doesn't give a crap about that.
Well, Carl, this is pre 9/11, so there's no air traffic control thing. No one noticed anything coming into the atmosphere.
Like a decade.
NASA wasn't a big thing in the 90s, Carl.
No, but it's like I
don't have SETI antennas yet.
I thought he's like, I just can't show them my advanced technology of the future.
No, he doesn't give a shit.
At the end, he doesn't give a crap.
He's bored. He doesn't give a shit. He's causing chaos.
Yeah, that's why he probably chucked them into the Hudson.
Professor knew I said chaotic.
Yes, he's like, I could transport them straight to the Museum of Natural History. No, I'm gonna have them trek over there, see what happens. Bye. So they fall basically to their deaths, but no, they open their parachutes in time. They get on the raft. But they almost crushed this kid.
Oh, dude. Let's get into this kid. Fuck this kid, number one.
Hey, no, Louis is the...
Okay, look, Louis, I'll give Louis a lot of credit here, but his reason for running away is bullshit.
Oh, yeah, that was so stupid.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
But he stands on business. I'll give Louis that. But also, by the way,
straight up New York.
How is he able to just rig this raft and somehow create this, like, that like almost like a science, like weird, like a Wallace and Gromit breakfast making machine onto his raft?
Just remind me real quick, when Rex meets the other dinosaurs, all of them are eating hot dogs. And I was like, 2 of them are herbivores.
Actually, when I was looking at stuff, that was one of the criticisms of the movie. Like, why the fuck is that?
Why is this Patasaurus and Triceratops eating hot dogs?
Which, by the way, look.
And the Triceratops in the movie is just known for eating hot dogs.
Oh, yeah, that's his thing. He loves hot dogs.
He loves hot dogs.
Which, by the way, they make the hot dogs look delicious in this movie.
I told Oscar, they got smart, so they knew meat tastes awesome.
Sorry,
vegetarian.
Their biology shouldn't let them eat.
They'd be
This makes you smart. It doesn't rearrange your organs.
Well, it does it not? Because when they get smart, their bodies change.
They turn into
their eyes get closer.
They turn into like chibi versions of like
chibi versions of them of their
former savage selves, and it's just.
So they crash land onto Lou, who's made. This kid is, I guess, like Home Alone type of genius because he made this raft, has left, like, I guess, Jersey or something, escaped from home.
Yeah, I think he's more of a Jersey kid. Yeah. He seems like more of a Jersey. Or Staten Island.
Staten Island,
yeah.
He left, like, Staten Island, escaped from home, and is crossing over the Hudson to get to Central Park because he wants to run away to the circus. I don't think they know that. So, like, that's just something they said when we were young. It's like, oh, you could run away to the circus.
Which, by the way, even back then, that was an old ass fucking thing to say to someone.
Yeah.
But I mean, 93, whatever.
Yeah.
Run away to the circus, sure, whatever. That's what kids like to do, right?
Like
Go ahead. I think at that time, too, Big Top Circus was in New York all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember going there a lot of times for Big Top Circus.
Are not.
Oh, no, not at all.
No,
now they have to be all safe and kind to the animals. They can't just beat clowns anymore.
They can't abuse animals.
No. But when we get to the circus part, ooh. Anyways, it's okay, Daisy. I know we're almost done with this.
Dinosaurs are scary.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Or
doofy.
I'm not gonna lie. Doofy. I would hang out with Woo and Dweeb.
Of course you would.
Those guys are my stoner buddies.
First thing Oscar would do is pass.
Yeah, Dweeb and Woo. We had go to Costco, get some hot dogs, yo. Oh hell yeah!
Spend the day eating hot dogs. But so Louis like, what the? Not alarmed because at first he thinks it's like, oh, I'm freaking out. Daisy, go. It's okay. She's like, oh,
she can stick around.
It's okay.
Yeah, we haven't had the cast here in a while.
I know.
Anyways,
but yeah, so Louis like, you guys are talking dinosaurs, but I'm completely cool with it.
There's a brief second moment where he's just like, whoa, and then it's like, okay, how can I make this work for me?
Is this a dream? No, it's not a dream.
Look, I'll give Louis this. He's a real New Yorker. He's like, how can I immediately hustle this into something? He says, I'm going to go to run away to the circus. And if I bring you guys, I'm in. Because that motherfucker is going to be like, he has dinosaurs. I'll let him fucking work here.
Because then it's just random because we need something for the plot.
Yeah.
So they're about to go into the street because I have to cross the street to get to Central Park. And then Rex is just like, Elsa, just take him up flying.
Yeah.
She
She fucking just
almost
goes
kills
for
this
it.
kid.
Almost kills. By the way, how is no one calling the cops at this point?
Oh no, not yet.
Because also, by the way, this
I
is
don't think it's real.
the least populated New York City.
Oh yeah, he said this. There's like
ever
300
see.
people walking down.
Yeah,
the
apparently
street.
New York City is consisting of 200 max people. Because all you see is like the little crowd there, and apparently it's very easy for dinosaurs to sneak around in alleyways.
Yeah, giant, horrific dinosaurs.
Giant
and
dinosaurs.
fly all over the place. So she grabs Louis and flying him on the top of the rooftops. And then there's this girl who's all sad. She's wearing those old-timey bonnet hats with the ribbon.
Oh, it's a Thanksgiving hat.
This is a Thanksgiving hat.
No, well, you don't remember. And earlier there was a point where
Yeah,
a little girl was wishing for a
Yes, the
Thanksgiving
only
hat.
one that didn't wish for something else. She wanted a Thanksgiving hat.
Yeah, and that was what it was apparently.
So,
and this is a Thanksgiving movie, by the way. This
yeah,
happens
this is
on
I was
Thanksgiving.
gonna say this is a Thanksgiving. If you want to watch a movie for Thanksgiving,
This and Thanksgiving back to back. Perfect.
that's your Thanksgiving.
Yep, that's it right there.
Because they go to this girl's roof, Cecilia, who is like 9 or 10, but all alone in this giant
Oh, by the way, when you
penthouse
see,
apartment.
this place is fucking crazy looking.
like 3-story penthouse.
I'm sorry,
apartment.
you're paying $10,000 a month if you
That's
live in that
10,000
now.
a month, 10,000 a week
To live there in Manhattan. They got a view.
Oh, view.
They're
Oh,
literally
sick.
probably top penthouse.
Yes, the top penthouse.
And yeah, and apparently her parents are always like, because the dad's very busy with work, which, understandable because he has to make bread for that fucking apartment. And the mom is a wine mom. She's a wine mom. And by the way, she looked fine as hell in that picture. Just saying.
So she's all sad, and Louis like, "Oh, hey, what's up, girl?"
Give Louis this too. He's got some focus. He's like, all right,
Oh, this is a cute girl around my age.
I have a pterodactyl. Shit.
Actually, you could come with me because we said she's voiced by
Lisa Simpson.
Yardley Smith. Yeah, Lisa Smith.
Lisa Simpson. This is her.
Yeah, you
this is her.
instantly know. Instantly.
Actually, you know what? I didn't put
Not
that
even-
together.
You didn't.
Well, it's almost like when
I
you find out
instantly
Lisa
was
Simpson was in Godzilla.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You know?
But I think she changes her voice for that. But when she's using her Lisa voice,
Yeah.
I'm like,
oh, she's also in Maximum Overdrive.
yes, for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But I was like, Lisa, what are
Oh
you
no,
doing?
Godzilla was Bart Simpson was in Godzilla.
Oh, Bart.
Bart, not Lisa. But either way, yeah. But when I looked, I'm like, oh my god, now I can't unhear it. It's fucking Lisa Simpson.
No, yeah, 100%. And so she's like, oh, it's like, what are you doing here? It's like, well, my mom and dad are always busy, and I'm here all alone. And like, just come with us. She's like, okay. What else? did I
Immediately,
do?
the first dirty kid comes in with a flying lizard, and she
That's
just
what-
immediately just jumps on board.
The first weird kid with the flying lizard is she's like, okay, let's
This
go.
movie is basically Kids, the movie, but with dinosaurs.
So, like, their
That's
next
not
plan is like, let's just go into the Macy Day Parade and fake off these dinosaurs.
Which, by the way,
as
they
well
don't explain how they got from where they were to the parade.
and got a actual like
A float that he could
carriage.
somehow ride, and like, did they just put that aside?
Yeah,
Like,
who cares?
no logistics, whatever. It worked.
All the 300 people that are actually at the Macy's Day Parade.
Oh yeah,
not
all of New York is
the
there.
2 million people that would
all,
actually be.
all 300
all
people in New
300.
York are in there.
But not the 200.
And by the way, half of them are
1,000
children.
Yeah, all of them. Most of them are children.
Most of them are children.
They're like, oh, look, I wish those were real dinosaurs because they don't know yet. And then Rex and them are like, no, we are real dinosaurs. Wink.
Oh yeah, until Rex finally loses. Like,
Yeah.
no, I can't hold back any
I
longer.
must tell the world.
And he starts
He starts singing.
and dancing.
This song, this is the one song.
They have one song.
One
Look,
song.
I'll give this movie this. I was worried we're gonna have to deal with a whole musical, whatever the fuck, like a Disney movie or whatever. Like, don't get me wrong, some movies like that are masterpieces. A lot of them.
Because yeah,
But, like, I
I
just-
boringness.
Yeah, it does break it up. But like, the movie's weird enough already, so I'm already in. But like, I'm glad they only did the one song, and it's not even a full song. They
No.
break it up.
Break it up, and it's called Roll Back.
Roll Back the Rock or something.
Roll Back the Rock.
Yeah, because they like
And
most of these movies do,
John-
they have an actual song version
Yeah,
that's
sure.
not sung by the cartoon.
Yeah, but not
Like,
sung by John Candy.
it was sung by John. What's it called?
Little Rich.
Yes, thank you, Little Richard.
And so they sing that and doesn't catch on, but then Rex sees an actual dinosaur float, and it's like, you're one of us, come here, and he accidentally deflates it. And they think there's some tension because it deflates on top of them, and they think they got crushed.
Actually, a funny thing about
that,
think
they got crushed.
A funny thing about that, apparently, when this movie was coming out in November, they actually had a Rex float in the Macy's Day Parade. That actually they mishandled, and it popped. And so, but only the head part popped. So the rest of the body was still fine. So you just see this deflated head T-Rex going through the Macy's Day Parade, and they just said it was fun. And apparently it still worked as a promotion because in the movie he ruins a fucking float.
And just so that's actually.
Oh, by the way, all those workers are dead because they got taken.
They got taken
away by the fucking float.
That's what I was waiting on. They get launched.
You see these fucking bodies
because the float comes back down and they're not there.
Oh, they're dead because they're dead, Carl. That's why.
Thanks, Rex. But manslaughter on here.
Well, by the way, in this movie, it's like even in Godzilla, you're like, there should be red jam on this fucking monster's feet.
That was what New Eyes is like. One is like, don't squish anyone. And
the running joke.
We already had a dead dinosaur.
Which, by the way, still alive because it keeps blinking every time he chokes it.
And it's like,
that thing is suffering.
Is it still under his foot?
Yeah, it's dying slowly.
Because that's the running joke with him. But this is when the cops finally show up because they're like, oh my gosh, those are real dinosaurs.
All the kids are fine with it.
All the kids, the parents are freaking out. And then immediately SWAT and helicopters come.
Your dad's trying to call you over there. And she's literally not looking at you. She's looking at the wall.
She's like, I want to stay.
Like, you guys are seeing her back right now. She's just completely deading her dad right now.
Daisy. Daisy, go.
Look, he gave up.
Oh,
Daisy.
It's okay, Daisy.
Yeah, it's all right. This is our third co-host for the night.
This is co-host Daisy.
She comes on the main cast.
Was there any dogs in the?
No, movie? I'm actually surprised. You'd think there'd be a moment where like a dog would interact with them.
Nope, they don't have time for that.
No, right.
We're already halfway through the movie at this point.
We're not kidding, by the way. We're already halfway through the movie. The movie is only an hour and 12 minutes.
An hour and 12 minutes, and most of that is like credits and
credit. Oh,
so
yeah,
it's like an hour.
It's funny because this is one of those movies where you can tell that you would think this went straight to VHS. This actually had a theatrical release. It opens up with just the title, and it almost looks like the ending of the movie where they show the director. It's a black screen with just shitty.
The budget and box office is crazy.
I made sure I didn't see that. I'm doing the budget thing for.
The budget and box office makes sense when we get. So, what is it? So they're chasing them, and they get into a sidecar motorcycle sidecar.
It's basically just a hilarious
chase thing. They split, like their car splits, even though the wheels and the axle on Woot's little sidecar can go for miles.
Oh yeah,
because even without the motorcycle,
by the way, these are dinosaurs weigh thousands of pounds,
and they're crashing through supermarkets and stuff. And Elsa's trying to fly.
They're able to fit in the streets. There's no one walking.
No,
there's no cars.
The streets, because Rex is using a hatchback truck as a skateboard because remember it's the 90s, so extreme sports, skateboarding, everything. So Rex is like skating down Main Avenue.
By the way, this is also the voice debut of Larry King.
Yes.
Because Larry King is playing on the radio.
As himself.
I saw the fact that I'm like, wait, he doesn't have a voice. And I'm like, the radio. Yeah. And because he actually talks about the dinosaurs that are in
Dinosaurs are stomping down Main Street.
Yeah.
And it's like, so they all flee and somehow escape cop. Even though there's so many.
Dude, what I love is that at one point the cops have them kind of cornered.
Yeah, they have them literally surrounded.
They don't have guns. They're pulling out billy clubs. Are they going to beat the dinosaurs to death?
I was going to say, at first when I saw it, I was like, are we going to get like dinosaurs getting
shot? Are we getting like a kind of like a BLM moment with the goddamn dinosaurs? Like, come on, man.
Because if they had more time in a more interesting movie, you think like the fear or stuff would make them try to like go back to their savagery. They're like, no.
What you're describing, Carl, is a movie that has competence, and that could have expanded a little bit more. If they actually worked on this movie, it could have been a decent, weird 2-hour movie.
Yeah, it could have been a good, interesting, weird 2-hour movie.
But they just gave the fuck up
because not been smushed under Land Before Time and all those other movies. But no, it's just like you have to try to remember this movie. Like, oh, we're back.
It's one of those very vague memory movies. Like I said, with everyone that sees it, you see the clips, you're like, I remember this from something.
That's when you see it, but you never just off your top of your head. Like if I said Dinosaur movie, you're gonna think Jurassic.
I don't know. Now Roll Back the Rock is stuck in my head forever now. Like I was listening to it in my head all day.
It's gonna be gone by tomorrow.
I was just like, yeah, man. And the John Goodman version.
The John Goodman, not even Little Richie.
No, because they got super funky with it. I'm like, no, this is an actual song. I need to listen to the stupid shit.
So they leave, but because with all the pandemonium, Lou's like, just meet us at the circus. We're gonna go there. You guys meet us there.
Yeah.
So Louis and Cecilia go to the circus.
And not gonna lie, they do capture how creepy Central Park can be at night.
At night, because that's what I'm saying. The animation is actually for the most part
pretty decent. I'll just say maybe during the chase scene they got really cheap.
Some of it gets cheap because it's really decent and detailed in some spots, and then some spots it's just
like when they do the buildings, it's shitty 3D animation. Yeah. Like really.
That's
shitty
when they
3D
started
animation.
doing that too.
And then also once again they didn't have enough to populate the town or enough. I guess it's almost like they couldn't afford extras in a cartoon.
They couldn't afford to draw fully populated New York.
Yeah.
Because even Central Park is a lot.
Because if you compare that to like something like, if I'm going to bring in another animation movie that's almost just as short, Oliver and Company.
Yeah,
that's a fully populated New York.
That feels packed.
That is New York.
That feels packed all over.
This feels like they're on the set of something that looks like New York.
They're on the Ontario set.
Yeah, it's an Ontario set.
That's what it feels like because it's like I was like 300 people in New York at this point. And even in Central Park is pretty vacant.
I mean, that makes sense for at night. It's just full of creeps.
Oh yeah,
it's full of people like me wandering around drugged up.
Weird, crazy people. Because Louis still determined at this point to join the circus. So they go into the tent. They meet Professor Screw Eye. And he literally has a giant metal screw for an eye.
But when they get into the tent, what they're watching is a clown. Stubbs the clown.
Martin Short.
For those that don't know Martin Short, man, he's in a lot of fucking shit, dude. All the night. And so many. And this is also his debut voice acting.
Of course, everyone's did.
Yeah.
They would know him from Only Murders in the Building.
That's literally the one that I have on here. Only Murders in the Building. That's another. But also for older guys like Inner Space, Three Amigos, Mars Attacks, and he actually did a voice in Treasure Planet, which was he was the robot in Treasure Planet.
No, that's
great fucking actor, and he's hilarious.
That's what I'm saying. The cast is packed for this one,
which is crazy. They look, John Malkovich is right because this is so weird and so fucking. This is like
but it's so short. We're in the third act.
I want more, but I'm not getting it.
We're not getting it. Yeah, we're in the third act. Like
literally
top of the third act already.
Like end of the second, start of the third.
Dinosaurs eat brain grain. Go to the Hudson.
Cause havoc
in New York City parade. Circus.
That's it. And then we're at the end. And that's it. So now you said Professor Screw Eyes.
Professor Screw Eyes is there and like
Stubbs the Cloud is auditioning. Not auditioning, but pitching himself.
He's trying to pitch himself so he can get a bigger role in the circus. Because Screw Eyes is all about fear. He's like, but it's like, you have to sell me on this comedy thing, this laughter thing. I think maybe this is where they got the idea also for Monsters Inc.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Because
it's like, you have to sell me on this comedy laughter thing. And he's trying, he's not even taking it any of it.
And he does this whole thing, and then Cecilia and Louis are there, and they start laughing at his routine.
And he's like, and he's weird out because he's like, I'm all about fear. And this doesn't make sense to me. And he's like, I don't understand comedy. Because we'll get back to at the end of the movie. But Louis like, I want to join. He's like, you're kids, you can't join. He's like, you know what? Okay, fine, sign this. Because I was like, does he have powers? They
don't explain it. It's like, and here's the thing. There is I'll mention it later, but
he literally says, sign this blood.
Oh, which by the way, once again, in true Don Bluth fashion, it's horrifying. Yeah. It's almost like
dark and scary.
Because it's just like the guy's like, look, you can only sign in blood, so he's pricks him with the pen because he thinks he's gonna sign. He pricks him with the pen, and he said, "Just press it up against there,"
and it literally signs his name in blood on the thing.
And
then the actual fine print starts getting mad.
And it's some Willy Wonka bullshit where it's just the finest.
Like, I own you, yeah.
Yeah, basically it says I own you.
I was like, Cecilia, why? No, because then she takes her hairpin, pricks her finger.
Shout out to Cecilia. She's a down ass girl. Like she's just like, yo, my man is doing this. I am here to support him.
She's here for her new boyfriend that she just
I'm here
30 minutes.
Because literally one of the other themes in this is just these two like flirting with each other and stuff.
Oh yeah, they're definitely like.
I don't know why they're throwing this in so much though.
We don't even have time for that though. That's what's like, no.
Because you know what it is? It's almost they went away with the character development. They're just like, let's just have these kids just try to get together the whole time. I'm like,
we need some other thing.
We need other things.
We don't have time for that.
Then this girl being down bad for him.
Yeah, and there's no like conflict or interest with that.
No,
because they're never really at odds with each other or anything.
No, absolutely not.
They're just there.
Yep. Like the biggest conflict is what's about to happen right now.
So this is the pretty much besides the police chasing them for 2 minutes, this is the only other conflict where he's like, you signed the contract, I own you. And that's when the dinosaurs show up. They're like, oh, we found you guys. You're at the same. Oh no, that's Professor Screw-Up. Like, kids, stay away from him. It's like, oh, too late. I own them. I can do
Which, by the way, the optics of this is really fucked up.
It's like
he basically just child trafficking. He's child trafficking right now. It's really fucked up.
So he's like, yeah. And I've got my groovy groovy device, the Fright Radio. I can hear
everyone's fears. And there were, which, by the way, once again, I'm just like, oh, because all these kids are worried about monsters. There's some kids that are just like, I hope that certain things don't happen to me, okay?
Oh.
Like, they don't get into any of that.
No. Oh, thank goodness. Because, if Oscar was writing it, it would be way different.
No, I'd be like, I wish my dad wouldn't come home drunk and just start whooping me with the belt again.
Oh, God. We don't get this. But, because it's like, it's magic, because they keep zooming in on his eye, and there's this green glow and shimmering light, and the doctor's like, no, he's like, and it's like, look at this light, kids, and he's like, I was gonna say Lisa, it's not, Cecilia, don't look. It's like, I can't help it. It's like, I'm also being entranced, and he turns them on because Oscar said, don't you have this device, Carl? A device that just turns kids into monkeys.
So they don't even explain really what he does.
He just shoots a beam at them and they turn into monkeys.
He shoots a beam to hypnotize
them, but then they turn into monkeys.
No, because he pulls out his thing called brain drain. And it's pretty much an allegory for drugs.
Yeah.
And he pulls out this pill, but it's not, I don't know if he gives it to them.
No,
he just snaps it in half.
And they turn into monkeys.
Unless he was supposed to give it to them, but I guess the optics for that was too bad.
Give drugs to kids.
But I think that was the point. And
because I feel like he needed to give that to them, but he never actually gives it to them.
Because he snaps it in half instead of giving them a full dose.
Yeah.
I think maybe that's what. But I don't want to give this movie too much credit. But credit. Because the thing is that they start turning into monkeys because they de-evolve.
Yes.
And it's just like. I guess it makes it so stupid that it just turns them back into their animalistic.
Which could have been another interesting thing if they because we
got into it.
They spend maybe a minute and a half with this because Dinosaur's like he's like, no, you can't do this. It's like, no, I'll tear up their contracts if you guys work for me. He's like, he was like, I know you're from my brother, and he used that brain drain nonsense on you, but I need you in my circus as the savage primal beast you once were. So if you come with me, take the brain drain formula, I'll let the kids go. And they're all crying.
Yeah, it's all because
I'll go. I'll save the kids.
And the kids are like passed out.
And they're passed out.
They're saying their goodbyes.
But he doesn't do anything. It just wears off. They just turn back.
Yeah, they just turn back.
They just turn back in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I guess.
So they could have just waited.
Yeah. Imagine it's like, wait, no, wait a minute. And they just close the door on.
And they just walk out. Because what power does he have?
Well, and so here's the thing. At this point, I'll say after this scene, there was a scene that was cut out after this.
Yeah.
Where they show him turning the dinosaurs back into the savage dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And literally, it's a whole exposition about why he has the screw eye, why the crows are a thing, why the brain drain exists.
None of this is ever explained.
No, why the crows? Because there's a lot of crows around.
There's a lot of crows around his circus.
They don't explain it,
and he doesn't explain it.
And you know what? I'll give you context now. So apparently, and it's brutal. And by the way, if you look this up on YouTube, you can. The deleted scene. It is voiced by John Malkovich.
Of course.
Instead of Kenneth something. Kenneth Mars, I think his name is. And he explains he was like chilling as a kid, and apparently a berry from a tree fell into his eye, and before he could get the berry out, a crow swooped in and pecked the eye out, and that's why he's afraid of crows. But he has crows around him, and he found a way to hypnotize him with this weird screw eye thing, and that he controls him, so he controls his fear. Yeah. So now he is the master of fear, and he wants to make everyone else afraid.
Fear, just like he was afraid.
Yes, and so he mastered his fear, so now he can fuck with other people.
You could sort of inference that with the 30 seconds we get with it, but they never say anything.
No. And then apparently they cut the scene out because the way that it basically is like electroshock that he does to the dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's what I saw when I was doing it. There's like a torturous scene of them turning savage.
Yeah, and they didn't want to show that.
Yeah, obviously too much.
Apparently, though, you can look this on YouTube too. If you look at the original trailer, you'll see little frames of that where you see Rex in a cage getting electrified and screaming. And then another one where they're all chained up and he says, like, we're in this together kind of thing.
Because, what this implied is that he gives.
Which, by the way, you should have thrown that in there. That would have been awesome. Like, what the fuck, man?
But I can see them.
It's a little too dark.
And then Steven's like, "No, we're supposed to go away from Jurassic Park."
I guess, but it's just like, come on, man. Like,
because especially with the 4 directors.
You know what it is? This movie is too safe.
Yeah,
it's too safe
in a lot of ways because they do, and because
even though there's
the resolutions. Yeah, the resolutions are
because so
they wake up. The kids wake up, and Stubbs is there to like greet them and talk to them, and he's showing them his act and everything like that. And he's like, you know what, you actually are good. It's like, but he's like, what happened to our friends? He's like, oh, the doctor turned them savage, and they're going to be the main attraction of this new show. He's like, no, you got to get us in there.
Which, by the way, what the fuck are you going to do?
He's like, no, and then he's like, no. He's like, you know what? You guys, because you laughed at my stuff, I'm gonna help you anyways.
Which, by the way, there's a point where they like,
and like you said, what are they gonna do?
He gets flustered and he falls into a bucket, and the bucket's full of brain drain. Does he just have buckets of pills all over the fucking?
Yeah, because it's Martin Short just doing his like stand-up stick.
Yeah, and he does a good job. I mean, I do like Stubbs as a character. Just
there's not enough time.
There's not enough time.
Stubbs could have his own like 10-minute segment
because we're literally at the final
end of the third
act. This is it. At the end of the third, this is it. The last 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Last confrontation with Screw Eye is this, where they put on like those. You've seen like them like Don Bluth's demon costumes. They literally like Don Bluth. I think they were like reused assets.
You know where from? Probably. All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Yeah, I was like, these look like
the little assets. Demons from All Dogs Go to Heaven.
And so they're wearing that.
Which is on the wheel too.
And they're pretending to scare the people. Cecilia's like, I don't get this. Why do people want to be scared? And I was like, that's just some people. And then I look at me and I'm scared like it. We would have went to that.
I'm sorry.
We would have went to that circus.
This circus.
We would have went to that circus.
Badass. I would have
that's what I was waiting
loved.
We would have went to that circus.
But by the way, I'm surprised that wasn't a thing that happened after this. Like, there was never anyone that tried to
capitalize on the stuff. They don't brain drain serious.
A scary circus,
like horror circus.
Like, dude, the animation this actually even showed it pretty good. They had like laser light shows. There were skeleton monsters flying at you.
People it's people like you see.
They're actual people.
One of the guys' mask fall off for a second. He grabs it back, but it looks like horrifying to them. Really.
Yeah, and they actually make the joke like the guy's mask falls off.
And
he gets it back on.
And he puts it back on and he's back to like his demon skeleton thing.
Which, by the way, it kind of still takes away from like, it's like this movie wants to be grounded, but there's no mystic stuff, but there is mystic stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Is this magic? Because it seems like he's
because some of the demons look like surreal and real.
And it looks like their eyes are glowing and there's this aura around them.
Yeah, and like
either he has the highest effects budget ever
This circus looked badass.
How much did the circus cost?
And also, like all these people
200 a ticket,
pussies, by the way.
200 a person. Yeah, everyone's screaming.
Everyone's screaming. And this is also where I kind of figured like some of this wasn't Don Bluth because like there's one of the trailer is like a lady screaming and her hair goes like this and falls out.
Yes.
And I'm like, this is an animation or like heavy metal or something, not so much Don Bluth.
Don Bluth does mostly go to realistic for that.
He does.
The darker stuff.
Yeah, but most of the stuff is a little bit more cartoony, like how Louis looks and how the dinosaurs look,
and how Stubbs is. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not attached to this one. But yeah, it's his team.
It's his team though. So then he wheels out the dinosaurs. They're all chained and ferocious.
Yeah, and screaming.
But then he's like, I've made a terrible mistake because then Rex kind of gets to him, grabs him, and has him in his mouth about to devour.
Once again, they don't know the scaling either because in this one he's really big, but then as I guess he shrinks when he goes back.
Yeah, and I'm like,
what movie is this again?
We're back. I didn't even play this in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of the dinosaurs, right?
Yeah, the one with the dinosaurs.
I saw that like when I was 7, and I thought it was a fever dream when I saw it.
It is a fever dream. We're done. We're almost done. You know how long our casts usually take? You know that.
Yeah,
they were almost done.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh,
yeah,
this is less than an hour.
This is less than an hour. We did 2 movies.
The one cool thing is when they freak out and like they turn to like fucked up dinosaurs.
The savage. That's what we're just about to say.
I was just like, oh, those are cool. We should just make a whole movie of that.
Mike always says so.
Well, it's true because like, look, there's so much weird shit in this movie where you just like you could have expanded this into a 2-hour weird cool movie, and it's just like an hour
60-minute movie. I would have watched that. That's what I was like. The savage part should have been way more extended.
Yeah, way more.
And it's like 2 or 3 minutes.
I would have watched half an hour of them getting tortured. Like that would have been fine.
Look, maybe not a kid's movie, but it would have been way more interesting because basically he's like the squirrel is like, please no, don't eat me, and because he's like, I'm gonna touch the tooth for some reason. He's like, it's actually sharp. My hand is bleeding.
I'll give the animation this day actually gave it, made it look fucking scary.
And then Louis crying. He's like, no, please. And then what does Cecilia say?
God. Oh, let no bad happen. She's praying.
No, let no bad happen.
And then like Louis is literally giving like can't we all just get along speech?
Yeah, it's like,
and just like
you're scared.
This because this is when he has this epiphany about himself.
Yes, it's like my family and everything like that. But you can't always be scared. And
love cures Rex.
Basically, it's like love saves the day. And he gives him a hug, and he doesn't need any more brain drain. Nope, he's just fine. He turns back into Rex.
It's a cartoon Rex.
It's a cartoon Rex. And then Cecilia hugs the others, and they turn back.
Also,
that easy. And then Dweeb's transformation takes a lot longer because he needs his buck teeth.
By the way, Dweeb's looks painful because his shit stretches. His eyes are bulging out. I'm like, is he gonna die? What the fuck?
The one dark thing.
Love killed Dweeb.
Dweeb, no.
This is Roger Rabbit dies.
But that's how easy it is. They just give them hugs and they're back. You think they'd have to like force more brain?
Oh, even worse. Fucking Captain New Eyes finally comes.
Oh yeah, he just shows up and he's like, "Oh, and I'm back."
And it's just and only thing he does is just release him from his chains.
He's the actual villain. He cuts the chains. Forb helps, and he's like, "I knew you were like this, my evil brother.
I knew you would do this. Like, then why did you let it happen?"
And yeah, it was like, "Why did you let all this happen?" He's like, "So do you want to still come with us? We're going." And he's like, "No, I don't like you. I still don't like you, brother." And then they leave. They take off, and he's like, "Oh no!" Before that, we have to say, Stubbs gives this whole spiel. Oh, about what comedy is. Yes. He's like, I want to do this, and he pulls all the stuff out.
And the audience is still there apparently and laughing
it up. And like, and that's comedy. And I quit. And then they all go, it's like, you're coming too, brothers? Like, no, I'm not coming. Forget you. Screw you guys. And then he leaves. And then immediately he's like, brother, wait, don't leave me.
Yeah, which apparently the audience left in 10 seconds. Right after. When Stubbs left, they all left in 10 seconds. Like they ran out because there's no one piling out. Like I'm alone.
No, he says I'm instantly alone.
Because he didn't have other employees. He didn't have he's completely alone.
Did, but everyone quit and the audience left. Because it's just him and this one dim light. And then the crow starts circling. He's like, no. It's like, that's why I can't be alone. That's when I get scared. And then they just all descend on him and engulf him, and they're implying that they devour him.
Yeah, basically.
They don't really show it.
They don't really show it.
They separate, and the only thing that's left
is a screw
eye. So dead.
He's dead.
He's dead.
That's it. The bad guy dies just like that.
10 seconds.
There wasn't even a fight. Nothing.
No, 10
it's
seconds.
a bunch of hugs. Bye, brother. You suck. All right, bye. And then he's dead.
And
he's dead.
Maybe 30 seconds.
Which, by the way, without that cutscene that I described before, there's no context for this.
Like, there's no thing where he sees a crow and he's like, get out of here. You know I hate crow stubs. Nothing like that.
No, nothing.
Nothing.
Well,
they're just there.
Yeah, they're just there. And it's like, and then he drops him off at the Natural History Museum.
And we finally see Julia Child's character. Because it's nothing really comes of it, but she's bopping around town and keeps mistaking other stuff for the dinosaurs. Like,
that's her whole.
These are the dinosaurs.
She's
blind. And she's blind because it's nothing like the dinosaurs. But that never comes to anything because she doesn't even find them or have.
No, they get brought
effect on the plot. He just brings. That's why it was like New Eyes is the evil character because he just brings the dinosaurs to her at the end, anyways. And it's like, so you guys.
Like, I was busy fucking up another timeline. I'll be back in. I'll help you guys out.
Just like he's Kang.
Oh my God, he's Kang.
The multiversal timeline of New Eyes. Because he's like, yeah, now I'll help you guys out. He's like, this is your life. I'm going to confine you to this exhibit where you just entertain children and grant their wishes here. But don't tell them you're real, but also tell them you're real.
Oh, they're going to be so upset when the whole dinosaur craze leaves the 90s.
Oh, yeah, when kids are bored. Just like the latest Jurassic Park.
Oh, yeah, we're basically, fuck the dinosaurs.
Yeah, we're bored with dinosaurs. Tragic view on reality. Because, yeah, the kids are all loving it, and then it cuts back to the present, the narration.
I will say this. I don't like that whole message of, like, we're going to keep this our little secret, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like
There's
that.
No way, first of all, no kid is going to keep that a secret.
No parent is going to let them go into an exhibit by themselves.
Dude, that's what I was about to say. But then it's like, and everything, which is like, this is what I knew Oscar would say, but also, that's not how it would go. Louis going back to his parents, he'd be beaten so bad in the 90s. And I'm not advocating for that. I'm just saying
that's how
it run away
he
from
went
home.
Back to Staten Island to his apartment
like,
above the pizzeria where he lives at.
For like 3 days. What do you think is gonna happen?
You missed work.
Oh, but yeah, it's like that. But it's like everything's fine, and they show pictures of Louis. But they don't. There's no resolutions. Not like Louis and Cecilia stayed in touch or no.
He says that they're a couple.
But we don't see it. That's what I'm saying.
They show pictures.
They show pictures of them with their family.
I mean, obviously that relationship lasted a month. Whatever.
That's his thing. But it doesn't even.
That's just reality.
No way. They're like 10, so yeah.
Yeah, it lasted a month, and also look at that little scumbag kid with this fucking
and the rich
southern, apparently a southern debutante.
Yeah, they say she's a debutante, and I'm like, yeah, there's like Oscar said, less than a month. That's messed up.
All they have is shared trauma at this point. Being monkeys.
Always movies we see is shared.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of shared trauma relationships.
So that's it.
That's it. He's like, remember my story, Bird.
And he goes back to his mom.
Which, by the way, what was the lesson?
There's no, what's the lesson?
Because I was about to. This is what I was trying to say
Rex
before.
didn't run away from home.
That's what I was going to say. What was the message? Because the bird is supposed to learn a lesson
to either wait or not run away from home.
Not run away from home or appreciate his mom,
appreciate his family.
But that wasn't the point.
It wasn't the point, and we never encounter like the parents until the
and it's like, is it supposed to be that don't say no to drugs? Eat your cereal?
It could have been something like if it was a 2-hour movie, like
and Louis flesh it out,
and they flesh it out. Louis' parents actually find him, they track him down, and he's like, no, and he takes the brain drain himself and becomes a monkey and runs away from him. They're like, no, our son, what are you doing?
Jesus, that's dark.
Yes, but that's what it would have been to flesh that.
You know, it's insane. It's like, I don't understand why they had this cast and this level of animation. This is probably we're in the golden age of animation. Yeah. And the animation, for all intents and purposes in this movie, has been pretty good.
Pretty good. Some of it's rushed, but most of it.
But there's certain parts where they focus on it. And clearly, I think also because the shots that were really good were meant for the trailer.
Yes, and the dinosaurs
themselves.
Because they, as I said
before, the trailer's like 3 minutes.
They take time to research what the dinosaurs look like. They went to the Museum of Natural History, studied their stuff, studied what they would look like and how they would move. The animators took some time for that. but it's a 60-minute movie.
It's a 60-minute movie. I think that was the biggest criticism of this. Is that's
it,
and probably the same for me. It's just there's no character development.
Oh no,
it's rushed. It's an awesomely weird idea that they could have fleshed out so many things to make this a solid 2-hour movie.
Yes,
and maybe honed in on their message a little bit more.
Like yes. Make it. It doesn't even have to be a full 2 hours. It can make it like a 90-minute movie.
Yeah.
And just cut out some of the fluff, and maybe add like 2 more songs. That's it. Just 2 more songs.
2 more songs.
A song and act.
Like something about like Rex killing someone or something. Anything.
But like because you think the savagery should have been a huge part of the third act, where they get scared. Or he does injure Louis or something, and then he kind of
like you should have left that whole them turning into savages. I mean, maybe make it less intense, but maybe
make it less intense, but make it actually scary.
Because when you see the actual footage, it's a little bit. You don't see a whole lot.
No.
It says scene missing because they didn't animate it yet.
No, and it's not even like they're not even really scared. They're just sad because their friends aren't there themselves. It's not like don't get near me, Rex. Please don't hurt me. It's just like Rex.
In any other movie where it's like a conflict where he hurt him.
Yeah, that's what he hurts him or something.
And then he turns back and then he doesn't trust him or something.
Yes.
Anything.
We're just making a better movie. That's what I'm saying. And because that's it.
That's it.
And then he just zooms out of Rex, zooms out.
And then it goes to the Little Richard version of the Roll Back the Rock song. And that's it. And you know what? It's like.
And then I'm telling you, after this podcast, after like tomorrow, Sunday, gone.
Yeah, I'm not going to remember this again.
We'll be like, we did.
If you're interested in watching this, it's on Internet Archive for free.
And it's a 60 minutes.
Don't pay for it.
Yeah, don't pay for it.
Because I was actually about to pay for it because my sister loves this movie.
Yeah, it's like $3
to rent it.
Don't buy it.
$12.99 to buy it.
Why would you buy it?
Because I want to rewatch it. I'm not going to rent it.
If I want to rewatch it,
I'm not going to rent this movie.
You better off rent it because you're not going to rewatch it. Well, you rewatch is
go to Internet Archive because
you're gonna be like
free.
You're gonna be like, this isn't Land Before Time, and then go to Land Before Time. That's what this movie's boiled down to. Honestly.
Yeah, and you know what? I feel like maybe they did it that short because in Land Before Time it was that short, but the premise is super simple.
And it's simple. It's even just as simple, but more memorable.
More memorable, and not only that, the animation was way more focused in on because that was straight up Don Bluth, right? That was straight up Don Bluth. But yeah, like I mean, if I'm gonna give this a rating, I'm not.
It's what is it? Fresh garbage or?
I'm gonna give it a fresh garbage.
Fresh garbage.
It's a fresh garbage because you know what it is.
A fresh garbage.
This had a lot of potential.
Kind of forgettable. Forgettables.
It's forgettable. It's also it's quick. It's in and out.
Yeah, that's what makes it not as bad. It could have if it was like 2 hours of this,
and they didn't flesh out the things they need to flesh out.
Oh, then it would have been rotten.
It would have been rotten. But like, no, this is fresh garbage. Yeah. And like. Any millennial parents right now, if you put this on for your kids, they'll probably love it and then forget about it 2 days later.
Like, no, but your 3-year-old, 4-year-old kid be like, oh, dinosaurs. But then, like, before you blink, like you're making dinner or something, like the movie's over. Like, oh, I guess you got to put something else on.
Yeah.
Land Before Time.
Land Before Time. And then after that hour's over. and then put on Jurassic Park and traumatize them. But yeah, it's fresh garbage. It doesn't. I was into it, but I was mad that I didn't get more. I wanted more.
Now guess that bloodshot.
Oh yeah. Okay. So, Evil Toons was 140,000. So this got to be, quality wise.
Before you think of the cast.
True, but all of them were still starting out at this point.
Starting out. It's like 35 years.
Even though I think at this point John Goodman was at the height of Roseanne, maybe.
Yeah,
possibly
93,
something like that.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna say
Jay Leno.
I'm gonna say 1.2 million.
1.2 million. 20 million, Oscar.
20 million.
20 million.
It's hard for me to say that it shouldn't.
Museum of Natural History.
Oh fuck! No. Because back then at least it was all animated, that costs money.
But this cast of like at least
there's a lot of good people in cast, and these were up and comers,
or just like already mainstays.
Yeah, already mainstays. Like Walter Cronkite probably wasn't cheap. Yeah, Julia Childs probably did it for just whatever.
I think she probably. I think she loved the story itself. And
yeah, I mean, she fit. She fit. She did her job. She did pretty good. But 20 million. Now,
and
what did this net?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, because here's the thing. When I saw this, I thought this was a straight-to-video movie.
Yes.
But this went to theaters.
I had the VHS pad.
No, me too.
Somewhere.
Yeah, me and my sister
it was
had
like that and like the Cats movie that they also did later, which I also had. None of these are good. These are like the Snow White 3 type of movies.
Yeah. There was
you had them.
And by the way, if you look at this one, this actually has a preview for an American Tail 3.
Yes. He didn't know.
I didn't know there was a 3.
There's a 4th one.
And a TV series. After he goes west, who gives a fuck? Like, why are we doing more?
He made his own.
Oh, yeah. And I'm like, there should be a 5-0 goes to Vietnam. 5-0 breaks down the Berlin Wall.
5-0 breaks. 5-0 in the Gulf War.
5-0 kills JFK. Like, so, there should be. If this is the story of America.
Because that's where it's like, that's what I'm saying. This is the type of movies you'd see. Like, there was a Snow White 3. Yeah, at some point.
It's one of those where I'm like, I did not know there was a third. Because by the way, the most of this commercial was advertising this double pack that I actually own for sale.
You own the double.
I own the double pack for sale, and like, what you call it? The last 10 seconds of that advertisement was 3 because clearly it was so bad that no one wanted to watch it.
He didn't even
because you can even see the animation is completely cheapened out.
No, yeah, it's completely
because they showed the original one.
Yep,
and
you can see the downgrade even just in the poster.
And then 5-0 Goes West is a little bit like poppier, and then it just dips.
But that's where this movie is. It's like it would be in that bargain bin.
Yeah, basically, and that's where most of our parents went to. So
yeah, and like here you go.
We both had the VHS.
Yeah, we live in the same town, so it was like here you go, and you're like, okay, you watch it like once and forget about it.
Or me, where you have a sister that just really likes the song, that is playing over and over and over. Honestly, I forgot this existed until I was researching animated films to put on the wheel.
No.
But anyways, fresh garbage. It's time to spin the wheel. I didn't have time to make any torturous choices here, so we're back to another animation movie.
Thank goodness.
So, and it's Carl's turn.
Yeah, it's my turn, Bums.
Let's go.
Oh, come on, please.
This is what the fuck is this? Oh, The Boy in the Heron.
I just saw this
from Miyazaki.
Miyazaki, yeah.
I put this on because I remember originally watching it and not enjoying it, so I have to rewatch it.
He's interesting, yeah.
I love Miyazaki, but all right, we actually have a possibly decent movie.
Decent movie. I don't remember.
That's the thing, me neither. I just remember weird shit. I just remember weird shit. But that's Miyazaki.
That's Miyazaki.
Boy in the Heron. All right, wow, we're coming up in the world, you guys.
No, it's gonna. I'm telling you guys,
hear the wheels spin again.
We have some movies planned. It's like our Toxie, where it's not on the wheel, but they're coming out in theaters.
So
we're going to have to watch.
I'll be posting about it. Just follow our Instagram.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
guys. Oh, the fucking mouse is over here. Here's the thing. I didn't play the movie. The movie's so short.
We just left.
Holy crap! All right.
All right, guys.
Later, guys.
Peace.
Wow, this is literally probably one of the shortest ones we've